Okay, you're going to want to hear this. There is a massive rumor making the rounds in Hollywood right now, and it suggests Marvel Studios is gearing up for its biggest gamble since the Infinity Saga. We're talking about a move that could completely change how the Avengers grand finale plays out.
So let's just get right to it. The big question on everyone's mind is this. Is that epic two-part conclusion we've all been waiting for about to become an even more massive trilogy?
You got it. The core of this whole thing is that the two movies we were expecting, probably Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, might secretly be a three-part saga. And this isn't just some fan theory either. It looks like it's being driven by two huge things: cold hard cash and some pretty serious creative problems.
And look, this isn't some brand new idea that just popped up out of nowhere. This rumor has been building for a while now. It started with some early whispers. Then it got a jolt of energy when a mysterious, untitled Marvel movie suddenly appeared on the 2028 schedule. And now, well, it's back. And it's stronger than ever, with insiders saying the studio is taking this very, very seriously.
So, what is really going on here? Why would they make such a huge shift? Well, it seems to boil down to two powerful forces. And we're going to start with the one that pretty much always wins in Hollywood: money. And this is where it gets really fascinating. Because this move might not just be about telling a bigger story. It's a calculated business decision that could solve a literal billion-dollar puzzle for Marvel. The logic here is pretty straightforward, and we've seen it work before, right? Think Harry Potter or The Hunger Games. Splitting a finale is basically a license to print money. Even if one of the movies underperforms a little, the combined total from 3 box office hits will almost always blow away what one single super long movie could ever make.
And you gotta remember, these Avengers movies cost an absolutely insane amount of money to make. So as this quote from an insider suggests, spreading that huge cost across 3 movies instead of 2 just makes it so much easier to get a good return on their investment, their ROI. It makes the whole thing a much safer and potentially way more profitable bet.
This chart really puts it into perspective. A trilogy just gives them a much higher ceiling for what they can earn. You get 3 opening weekends, 3 marketing pushes, 3 separate events to get everyone hyped. It's like getting 3 huge bites at the apple instead of just 2. For a studio, that's almost impossible to ignore.
Okay, so it's a ton of money, we get it. But is that the whole story? Not even close. There's a huge creative problem brewing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and a third film just might be the only way to solve it. The MCU has, it's just exploded, right? Especially with all the Disney Plus shows. But all that success has created what is basically a logistical nightmare when it's time to bring every single character together for the grand finale.
Seriously, think about the roster of heroes in Endgame. Now, double it, maybe even triple it. We've got multiple teams, brand new heroes, and all the legacy characters we love, and they're all supposed to crash together in this final story. Every one of them needs their moment.
Just look at this list, and this isn't even everyone. So how on earth are you supposed to give the Fantastic Four a proper intro, do justice to the X-Men, let the Thunderbolts have their moment, and bring in all the new heroes from streaming in just 2 movies? It feels impossible without it being a total mess.
And this quote right here, this is the fear that every single fan has, that their favorite characters are just going to get a glorified cameo. They'll pop up in the background for a few seconds, and that's it. A third film would give the story breathing room, so these characters and their journeys actually get the screen time they deserve. So it's not just about cramming more characters onto the screen. A trilogy could actually be a way for Marvel to fix some of the bigger, trickier story problems that have popped up during this whole multiverse saga. Let's be real for a second. Keeping up with the MCU lately has become kind of a part-time job, right? Some people are calling the current saga convoluted, and it's easy to see why. There's so many branching timelines and separate stories that it's easy to feel a little lost. A third movie could be their chance to tie all those loose threads together.
And then there's this hero divide. The current story is trying to build up a new generation of heroes. But let's be honest, the characters that sell the most tickets are the legacy heroes, the ones we've known for years. A trilogy would be the perfect way to bridge that gap. You could wrap up the newer storylines while still giving fans those epic team-ups with the classic heroes they're dying to see.
Whoa, that is a pretty heavy statement, isn't it? But some critics really do feel this way, that the multiverse, as cool as it is, has kind of made the MCU's story unstable. The argument is that once Thanos was gone, the universe lost its central focus.
A 3-part story could be Marvel's last chance to find that focus again before the big finish.
So, when you put this all together, what are we really looking at? Well, whether it's about the money or the story, one thing is for sure. Turning the finale into a trilogy would be a massive, massive gamble for Marvel.
You can see right here, it's a total double-edged sword. The upside is huge, right? More money, more time for characters, a finale that feels truly epic. But the risks are just as big. Are audiences going to get tired of 3 finale films? Will it just look like they're trying to patch up a broken story? And what if one of the movies flops? That could kill all the momentum for the big one.
So ultimately, maybe, just maybe, this isn't about Marvel being ambitious. Maybe this isn't even a choice. Maybe it's a solution they've been forced into thanks to the massive universe they've built and the incredible financial pressure that comes with anything that has the Avengers name on it.
And the stakes just could not be any higher. This quote says it all. The Avengers are the flagship. This finale isn't just another movie. It's everything. It's the Super Bowl for Marvel, and it absolutely, positively has to be a home run. Everything is riding on this.
And that leaves us with the one final critical question. Is turning this into a trilogy a brilliant move to give us the most epic conclusion we could ever dream of, or is it a warning sign that the MCU has just gotten too big, too complex, and too expensive for anyone to control? I guess we're all going to find out together.